Hey YouTube fam, welcome to class, welcome to your practice. My name is Rain and I'm going to be here to guide you towards your mindful movement for today. So if this is your first time to be on the channel, welcome. As you can see, I have my props here with me. I have 2 blocks. Feel free to grab yours right now as we talk through this. If you feel like you don't have props like blocks, you can find thick books, maybe pillows, bolsters. Take as many as you can for today because we're going to do something really relaxing. And it's just, probably like the main theme of this class is to just like melt down. Yeah, so this class is great for those who are in their arm balance practices. Whatever arm balance you're practicing, this is a nice way to like cool down. Yeah, it's like the question that came up to me was like, how does one come out of an arm balance pose? Yeah, so almost always, especially if you're in a class, you somehow just like relax for a moment and then go to the next practice or go to the next pose. So this one gives you a nicer way to like go and find more ease and find more calm and allow that energy that you just had from an arm balance practice to somehow seep in and lock that energy in towards what you'll be doing next. Maybe you're stepping already out of the mat or you want to do more. Yeah, so grab your props, bolsters, pillows, put them on the side, whatever will feel good for your body for today. Use them. I'm gonna cue some, but if you feel like you don't need it, you don't have to. Yeah, and if you feel like you need more and I didn't cue it, feel free to grab more. This class is also great for those who are having like any kind of tension or strain in their neck, their upper body. So I posted one video on my TikTok channel that is asking, do you have a tech neck? It's really basically people who are always on their mobile phones or maybe on their laptops all the time, that they're needing a little bit more of a relief from that feeling that they haven't moved at all for hours. So this is something that you can do as a beginner. Yeah, so whenever you're ready, let's go and ground down. We're going to start first with our breathwork practice. So find your easy seat, or what I like to do is I find my beat like 1 or 2 blocks. I'm going to go and find my Virasana. Take an easy seat if you want to. I'm going to put the block in between my ankles and then I'm going to go and take a seat like that. If 2 blocks are too high for you, you can just use 1. If that will feel good. If this is something that is not good for the ankles for today, again, easy seat is a nice option. Knees hip width distance, or 1 or 2 knuckles away from each other. Yeah. Collect your hands here at the center. Let's roll the shoulders to the ears as you inhale first. Take it back and take it down. Exhale. Keeping a tall spine and an open heart. Let's take a deep inhale through the mouth. And exhale out through the mouth. 1 more round just like that. Breathing in through the mouth. Exhale out through the mouth. 1 more round. Inhale. And exhale. Now closing your mouth shut, we're gonna deep inhale and exhale through the nose. So you already feel that constriction at the back of the throat. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to simulate what we call your victorious breath, yes? So coming into this, what we call your ujjayi breath. We're gonna feel that constriction while we're still inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Yeah, so think about you're fogging an eyeglass or a glass in front of you, whether you're inhaling or exhaling. So let's give that a try. Seal the lips shut, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep this pace of inhales and exhales. Maybe you want to go longer or maybe even deeper. But at some point in your rhythm, you're going to hear the sound of the ocean, the sound of the waves. So keep doing that as you slowly begin to relax all of your body here. Remember the theme, we're going to melt. So allow your hips to relax, soften the belly just for now. Relaxing your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists. Unclenching the jaw, making some space between the upper teeth and the lower teeth. Release the space in between your eyebrows. And just allowing that rhythm of breath to guide you towards here, inside your mat, nowhere else outside. You're meant to be here. Of all the things that you have done, it led you here. So be here, nowhere else. for today's practice, we're not going to think of like anything that we need to intellectualize, a mantra or an affirmation or a manifestation even, but rather we're just going to be one with our bodies today. Yeah, releasing all the tension in our body physically, maybe mentally too, or maybe spiritually. Yeah, notice what is something that you want to somehow release or somehow release a hold on to. Yeah, create that sense of allowing that softness to be here, because we're valid enough as a human to bring softness into our lives. Once you're ready, begin to open the eyes. We're going to do some neck stretches for a moment. So plant your hands onto your lap. On your inhale, together with the shoulders, we're going to take it up, back, and down. We're going to open your heart forward. Maybe touch the booty a little to the back. Yes, can I talk today? Slowly, chin up just a tiny bit. Lifting, gazing above maybe. Then exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in, slightly tucking the tailbone forward. Shoulders rounding forward and down. One more round, just like that. Breathing in, seated cow. Then exhale, pulling back. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Come back center. That feels a little bit more nice. Let's do some more of your neck swing. So relaxing your shoulders down. Take your chin to your chest for a moment. Now you'll feel this at the back of your neck. If you feel like your shoulders are cramping up, see if you can press your elbows just a tiny bit towards your hips. This is good enough. If you want some more, you're not going to press so much. You're just going to allow the head to feel heavy as you swing it to one side. Maybe this is an inhale. And then exhale, slowly going back, chin to chest. Doing it the other way. Yes, notice again if your shoulders are coming up, relax it down. Yeah. A few rounds, just like this one. Again, release the tension on your jaw by making some space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Maybe releasing your tongue as well. Notice if your shoulders are coming forward, take it back and take it down. Yes, 5 more, just like that. Again, nothing to be like ashamed if we're not as deep as usual. You want to make sure that you're one with that spaces that you're trying to open and expand, rather than, am I looking good? Does this feel deep? Yeah. Let go of that notion that you need to look good in your practice today. What matters is what you feel, and this should feel awesome. And if it's not awesome, you might not have been moving for so long, so this will feel intense and validate that too. One more round of breath here. And then slowly come back, center, release. Good job. Let's go and notice that ease. At any point of our practice today, you feel like you need to do more, you can pause in this video and go into some more. Whenever you're ready, let's go into the next one, coming into your eagle arms. Yeah, let's reach your hands forward and above, one big breath. And on your exhale, open your heart, bend the elbows, and then let's extend your arms forward. Left arm first at the bottom, yeah? Bend the elbows, backs of your hands or palms come and touch. If at any point this is not an option, maybe just extend your arms. Bend that bottom arm and twist it towards the other side, yeah? If you're here with me on your Garudasana, think about inching your elbows just a tiny bit forward, inflating the back of your heart. This is good. Or maybe taking your forehead on your right bicep. Yeah, there's a nice curve in your back. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting your head. Coming back center. Let's unravel. Take your heart open. Elbows to the back. Cactus arms. And then exhale, release your hands, clasp it towards the back. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. You can still do this with your easy sitting pose. See if you can try to fold down, heart to the thighs, maybe forehead to the mat. Or if you want some more, you're going to lift your hips as you roll to the crown of your head. Yeah, maybe the heels of the hands come touch. If they don't, that's fine. Maybe find a strap on each hand. Maybe option to swing side to side, but again, very gentle. We're dealing with the neck here, so you want to make sure that you're being kind. Last 2. Last one, you got this. And then let's release, rolling back to the forehead and then lifting yourself back up. Let's do everything on the other side. Release your hands forward, right arm at the bottom this time. Garudasana, eagle arms. Elbows forward, fingertips to your sky, your ceiling. Stay here, forehead on your left bicep. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Come back, center. Elbows to the back. One big breath. Very nice. This time, plant your hands on your hips at the back, yeah? Think about squeezing your elbows towards each other. Roll the shoulders down and back. Just a nice, like a variation of your camel pose, but not so much in the hips, but rather lifting your heart up to the sky, the ceiling. Gaze above. Maybe you can even drop your head if you want to at the back. And then release. Go back center. Notice how that feels. Yes. Now we're going to go towards the mat, coming into our belly. Yeah. So find your pillows, your bolsters. We're going to place it here in front, and then we're going to go and fold down towards our prone. So belly down onto the mat. That feels really good. I'm coming from like a leg day, so upper body is really, really nice because this is like my 48 hours. Remember, your DOMS, it's usually not just 24 hours but 48, so my body is like super, super sore right now. If you're here with me just like that, and this class is for you, I feel you so much. All right, coming into Sphinx, I have 2 blocks here with me, right in front. If this is not an option, you can find your pillows or your bolsters. And I'm just gonna plant my forehead here on the floor or on the block. You can do a higher setting or even a lower setting if you feel like the neck is not doing well today. Once your forehead is down on the mat, see if you can slide your forearms, your elbows forward, allowing the shoulders to relax. You can step your feet, your legs wider here, so make sure that we're not dumping on the low back. This is good enough. Find stillness, close your eyes. And then slowly, maybe you can roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders forward if you feel like you need to adjust. What's happening here? Just allowing the heart, the neck to relax, heart melting down on the mat. This might not look enough or might look easy, but for some who has been doing a lot of arm balance, maybe headstand, yeah? Or again, if you're always on your mobile phone, this will feel so good. Think about pressing your armpits down onto the mat if you want more engagement or feeling that tiny stretch. Last breath here. And then let's go lift your forehead a tiny bit, and then we're gonna look towards your right side. Yeah, think about taking the left side temple. Again, a pillow of this might be too hard or too tough for the face. Just notice how that feels. Again, taking your shoulders down, armpits towards the mat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting. Going towards the other side. Again, you can opt to stay here longer if you feel like there's so much, especially on one side. There are times when we sleep and we don't move at all, and we somehow strain our body without even thinking or without even realizing it. So stay here long if you need to. Press your armpits. It's like you want to stamp your armpit on the mat. Here just for 4. Keep going to the rhythm of the breath that we did. Last 2. Readjust if you want. Last 1 here. And then slowly release, coming back to your Sphinx. Yes, you can swing side to side. Notice how that feels, forward and down. Yeah, again, you can stay there long if you want to. Now we're going back to your Sphinx, so planting your forearms near you once more. You can shake, shake, shake if that was too much. We're gonna go towards some scaps, yeah? So I like to do this without any props at all on my head, on my neck, so feel free to remove. If you feel like you still do need one more, you can do like a smaller lower setting on your blocker. Again, a thin pillow will be nice, yeah. Now I'm gonna take my elbows to the side, plant my hands, and then maybe take my forehead or my head down on the block. I'm gonna go and extend one arm onto the side. So choose your favorite arm, right or left. I'm doing my right. First option here is that my hand is in line with my shoulder. This is good enough. If you want a little bit less, you're gonna take it a little bit low. If you want more intense, you're gonna bend that elbow, come into cactus arm. Yeah? Now this is good. This might feel a little bit intense already for some. If you want some more, I'm gonna do the midway. I'm gonna go and take my feet together, and I'm gonna look towards my left side, yes. I'm gonna open my heart. Yes, so again, look at me. I'm readjusting my hand if you need it. I'm going to step that top foot, which is my left foot. I'm going to step it to the back. And see if you can shimmy your hip just a tiny bit forward. You're going to feel this nice stretch in the front of your right shoulder. Yeah, maybe on your bicep too. This is good enough. Allow the head to relax on the block or maybe on the floor. If you want some more, you're going to step that left foot in full. This is stay here. There's a lot of variations in this kind of a stretch. You may have been practicing yoga. Feel free to go there if you need to. But I'm good here. But if you want to see it, first one is you're gonna take your left hand up, take it, open the palm to the back, bend that elbow, and then place it at the back. Now, this is good enough. If you want some more, it's gonna go towards the top of your right hand, coming into a bind, opening up. Again, this is an option. It's not a progression. We're going to bend both of your elbows, stepping both of your feet together, shimmying the hips down. Yeah? Again, nothing fancy. I want you to actually breathe in this pose and not look good just so you can look good. We're here for 2. The last one. And then release. Going back center. Good job. Yes. Again, stay there longer if you need to. Let's do everything on the other side, yeah? Plant your right hand beside the chest, left hand to a T this time. Yes, or maybe to a cactus, lower or high even, up to you. And then we're gonna open your heart to the right side. Let's go shimmy the hip just a tiny bit forward so you can feel more of that stretch, opening the side of this chest, this shoulder. Again, create any option that you feel best. And allow the face to soften. The first symptom of it being too much is when you're already holding the breath, yeah? So if you really do want to stay at your deepest, you can go and be aware of your breath. Deep inhale and exhale, let it go, and then go deeper. Adjust any way you want here. Soften the face, maybe even close your eyes. Be one with that intense feeling that you're having. It's like all that tension that has been built up in the body, all the things that you've been tucking in that needs to be released is now being demanded to be felt. So feel it. For 3, 2, last one. Maybe a couple more, yeah? And then slowly, once you're ready, let's go back. Going back to the center, heart, hip, belly down into the mat, coming to your sphinx pose. Shake, 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 if that was too much, yeah? Rolling the shoulders back, rolling the shoulders forward, allowing that nice, gentle energy that just came out of the body to be here. Notice, or maybe the better word is nourish, nourish that feeling. Let's go and do some more. We're gonna work on the back now. So I'm gonna give you an option. First one, I'm gonna extend my right hand forward, making some space. Left hand goes underneath, palm up, yeah. And then shimmy as far as I can, and I'm gonna go look forward. I'm gonna plant my heart onto that left bicep, forehead grounds down, maybe to the mat or maybe to that block. If you feel like you don't have space, I don't have space because I don't have much chest, so I'm gonna take it lower if you want more, and then folding down like that one. This one is more intense. Now, if you do want some more, a little bit more for the neck, my left elbow will bend. We're gonna take it to the right side like that, yeah? So making that chest pillow. And yes, you can make a pillow here. You can put a pillow here if this might be not a really, what do you call it, it's a comfortable pose. And then reaching my hand forward, I'm gonna feel this nice stretch. Folding the forehead down, or maybe just looking towards the right side. You can double your block and maybe take it a little bit higher if you need that. Adjust the best way you want. We're gonna stay here for a moment. Last one, you got this. Kind of slowly lift the head, lift the heart, yeah? Ground into that right elbow, lifting slowly, coming back to your sphinx, yes. Go, notice how that feels. Also everything on the other side, yeah? Again, option, left hand goes forward, right hand threads underneath your armpit, right palm faces sky, and folding your heart on your biceps. If you want some more, right elbow will bend, take it in front of you. Yeah, there's a nice rotation back there. Might not be able to hear me because of my mic. I'm gonna take it out for a tiny bit. There you go. And then folding down. Big breath here. And a big breath out. When you're ready, lift the head, lift the heart. Go back center. Yes. Again, nourish that feeling. I'm putting my mic back. Relaxing your shoulders, roll it back, roll it forward. Notice how that feels, yeah? Now we're gonna go towards your supine poses. So we're gonna go and find 2 blocks again, or maybe pillows. I'm gonna go and come to my tabletop for a moment so you can make some space or room. So first option here, you're gonna have a highest setting block and a middle setting one. Again, if we're really too tight right now, you can do a lower setting and a middle setting like this. And if you don't have any blocks, thick books, again, pillows, as many as you can, find a nice recline here. You can even place a pillow here on top just to make sure if you think that your blocks are somehow hard on a surface towards your skin, your muscles, and it's not really doing well today. So we're gonna go towards what we call your Supta Baddha Konasana, or your seated, reclined butterfly pose. So I'm gonna set both of my feet together here. Sometimes feet can come far, middle or near. Really depends on how you take your hips, your inner thighs, and your glutes currently. Sometimes it's open and sometimes it's not. So this one should land on your middle back. For our ladies, it's where we usually put our bra strap on. For our men, again, underneath the scaps or even lower if you want a deeper back bend. And then very slowly plant your hands far and wide, planting that middle back, setting on like that, making sure it's stable. It's not at a diagonal. Once you feel that is stable, get that high setting block placed here. Now's the time to adjust if you have pillows or bolsters, and if you want more heart opening here. Relaxing. If you feel like this might be too much of a strain on the neck, and that is actually something that we're addressing today, you're gonna take the block into a middle setting, just so you can find that space for you to ground. So notice my block, it's somewhat at a diagonal right now, and it's something that we don't want, something that I see on my students currently. So what you can do is you're gonna release maybe your ponytail is there. Plant it so well that your block is tightly grounded like that, nothing too much. Yeah, again, readjust if you want, go deeper if you need to, or go a little bit less if that needs to be. Just release your hands maybe to the inner thighs, or maybe to your sacral chakra here on your lower belly, or maybe towards the side if you want to say hello to your solar plexus or your heart chakra. Just releasing any tension. The feeling here is you're allowing the shoulders to melt down onto the mat. You're feeling this maybe on your inner thighs, your glutes, softening the neck, relaxing the shoulders. And then maybe if this is too much on your hips, your knees, your legs, because we didn't do that much, you're gonna take your knees together instead and step your feet wide as your mat, or maybe a little bit just as wide as your hip. Maybe close your eyes here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Open your eyes. I apologize for the dogs. They're not mine. They're on the streets. If you've been hearing dogs in my channel, there are some like goats, maybe dogs and cats everywhere. Chickens too. All right, let's go. Staying here in your Baddha Konasana, we're gonna go our Supta Baddha Konasana. You're gonna go and just open your neck as you lean or look towards your left side, keeping your shoulders down. This might feel a little bit open already, since what we did earlier is a neck stretch and a neck opening. We're here just for 1 breath. And let's go do the other. Go and look towards the right side as deep as you can. Softening the shoulders, just really noticing if there still is any tension that we are holding on to. Last one. Come back center. This time let's open with the shoulders. Reach your arms forward towards your ceiling. And then think about elevating. So protract and elevate up and overhead, bicep to ear, maybe even farther, yeah? Arms behind ears, maybe your palms or the back of your hands will come touch the floor, the ground, the mat. Think about lengthening here rather than melting down just for a moment. And then as you exhale, maybe with your fingers down on the mat or the ground, or maybe it's just hovering an inch away from the floor. We're gonna think about reaching your arms to the side. Think about snow angels, yeah? Grazing your fingers towards the ground. Nice, and then slowly taking it back up. One more round just like that. Up and overhead, bicep to ear. As deep as you can, open up, arms behind the ears or farther back. And then slowly swing to the sides. Notice which one is tighter or more open or is doing harder when you do this. One more round, reach your hands forward and above. Take it back. And then slowly take it to the sides. You got this. Good job. Planting your elbows down. Take your hands on your outer thighs, and then slowly take your knees together. Good job. Stepping both of your feet here, and then planting your hands onto the sides of your hips. Taking your chin to your chest, leaning towards one forearm, and then slowly coming back up. Nice. If you haven't done a back bend in a while, that might feel intense. So stay here. Coming into a neutral position first. Baddha Konasana, butterfly seat. Soften the shoulders. Again, nourishing that energy that you have in the body. And then slightly folding down once you feel you're good. Allowing all of your upper body to feel heavy. Just gonna change my ponytail just so it looks nice. When you relax your shoulders, notice again the back of the neck. Maybe you'll feel it also up until the tip of your tailbone. That stretch on your low back. One big breath here. Big breath out, deepest fold. And then slowly release, lift the head, lift the heart, go back center. Good job. Planting both of your hands at the back, step your feet wide, windshield wipers left and right. Just a tiny release on that intense back bend. Yeah. And then we're gonna do more lying down. So this time, we're gonna go and take our block. You have an option to find like a pillow underneath you. We're gonna take your blocks onto the sides like this one. So it's gonna be in line with your shoulders. Yeah, this is great for those, again, who are always on their laptops or mobile phones. I'm gonna go and lie down. Again, an option for a pillow if this might be too intense on your neck, on your back. And then you're just gonna go, making sure that the blocks are in line. Again, thick books if possible. Take your arms onto the side. Yes, elbows are there. And then slowly, we're gonna bend cactus arms. And then we're gonna go left palm facing sky, drop it to the back. And then right palm facing down. Yes. This might feel nothing for those who are flexible. Just allow it to melt down, relax. Here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go do other side. Palms, other way around. Nice. So if you're dealing with like poses like Pincha Mayurasana, your forearm stand, yeah, there's a deep rotation happening on your shoulders. Even downward facing dog, if you don't see it, downward facing dog is not just an elevation of the shoulders, it's also a nice tiny protraction. So you can somehow release any tension on your neck and do more of the strengthening and engagement on your shoulders and your back. One more round, take it up. Other way around. Again, softening, discovering or exploring what your body is feeling right now, especially on your shoulders. Maybe tiny bits of strings on your on the muscles of your arms. Come back center, other way around. Nice. Last one. And then release. Good job. Release your elbows. It looks really easy, but for sure there are people who are really finding that intense. Now you're gonna place a block. You have an option just to place it underneath, yeah, your head, or maybe come a little bit higher so you can somehow take a tuck on your chin to your chest. Plant your hands onto the side, and then slowly lift your feet, take it up to the ceiling, the sky. Viparita Kirani, your legs off the wall. And again, of course, you can do this against the wall or just stay here, making some space between the toes of each foot, clockwise and counterclockwise. Just a nice stretch at the back of the neck. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bend both of your knees, step both of your feet, release that block, and then slowly lean into one side. One final pose for today's practice. We're gonna go and find a variation of your child's pose or maybe your puppy pose, depends on your ability to be intense for today. So I'm gonna have 2 blocks here with me, shoulder distance apart or wider, up to you. So some people find it easy when it's low intensity or lowest setting block or highest setting if you feel you need that stretch. I'm gonna go and plant both of my palms down. You can ground it with your fingers, yeah, gripping onto the mat, onto the blocks, and I'm gonna step my knees back, creating that space. Yeah, so my hips are in line with my knees, or if this is too intense, you can take your knees forward now. Anyway, so I'm gonna take my head, thread it through my arms. Maybe forehead will round down, or maybe even hover. Just a nice stretch here. Yeah, you can do this on a chair actually by pressing your hands on the chair, maybe the edge of the chair. Or maybe if it's too much, you can take your elbows instead. You can step your knees a little bit far back if you need that. We're here for 5, maybe chin down 2, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lift, use your core, come back up, crawl your knees forward. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of energy coming out. Let's go and find your Virasana. Collect your hands here at the center. Close your eyes for a few moments. Again, allowing that energy to cleanse your body. Release any tension on your neck, your shoulders, your upper back, your arms, your hands, your wrists. Allow that energy to create a safe path towards your manifestations, your journey ahead. And whenever you're ready, let's plant your hands on a prayer guided towards your heart center. Bow down as you're gazing into your own heart. You say Namaste. Open your eyes, and we are done for today. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice for today. This is easy, something different from all the power flows that we have been doing. But again, you know that in our power flows, there's not much space for cool downs and warm-ups. So it's nice to have these kinds of videos to like somehow add on towards what you have already been practicing. Again, thank you. If you're here on the channel all the time, please subscribe, like, comment down below. Share this with anyone who you think might need this upper back yoga practice. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Or yeah, I'm seeing your comments, no worries. I'm looking at them. I'm gonna apply them as much as I can if I want to. But if you feel like you need a more guided support, you can message me. I do one-on-ones anyway. If the classes here on YouTube are a little bit more generic. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one.